Welcome to Everyday Happiness, where we create lasting happiness in 2 minutes a day through my signature method of intentional margins, creating harmony between your to-dos and your priorities, happiness science, and musings about life. I'm your host, Katie Jeffcoat, and I wanted to share with you an intentional margin that I created just the other day. So this past Wednesday, I had to drive my daughter to ice skating lessons. And usually it's a longer lesson. I drop her off and then she does her lesson, she does free skate, and then I pick her up later. But this particular day, it was just a 30-minute lesson. So I knew I had about 30 minutes of downtime. What was I going to do? Well, my 13-year-old daughter had already requested that I not go watch this particular lesson because she was just starting a new series and she wasn't feeling very confident. So if you have a 13-year-old, you know exactly what this feels like. So I knew that I had to stay in the car. So I was intentional and thought, what am I going to do for these 30 minutes? Instead of the scroll hole of social media and the news, I thought I'm going to use this and make it a priority to create my intentional margins. So it looks like this. I knew that driving my daughter to ice skating was a priority. It's very important to me to, be able to be there to do these things. And my to-do list did not go away and still feels like it's longer than anyone could ever imagine and really accomplish. So I put on my sticky note 3 things that I wanted to do while I was in the car before I got on social media. And it was make a list to go to Target because I knew I was going to Target the next day. And I didn't have a list yet. I had some things jotted down, but I needed to really think about why I was going to Target and what I needed. So I needed to make a list. I also needed to create a Facebook birthday post for my little guy who it was his birthday. So I needed to get that done, and it was already 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I wanted to review my full focus planner for the day and then look at it for the next day and make sure that my appointments were aligned and that I didn't, have anything wonky going on that I wasn't aware of. So those are the 3 things that I decided to make a priority in my 30 minutes before I started down the scroll hole of social media and the news and all the things, which I love to do. I mean, social media is like my virtual coffee shop. So I love to see what everyone is doing and comment and get into the DMs and all that stuff. But I also have responsibilities. I have this to-do list. So I used those 30 minutes to be productive and then also do some fun stuff like scroll social. So I just wanted to share that with you in case you're thinking about how do I create an intentional margin or how do I use intentional margins? It's not always, knitting and all these fun things. Sometimes it's just how do I better manage my time so that I can do the things that matter most when I have that other time. These little pockets of time, like time confetti, you can get a lot done. So I hope it encourages you to think about what you're going to do when you have your next pocket of time. Take care, everyone.